International Baccalaureate Diploma program is the last 2 years of schooling. Usually students from grade 10, from the college preparatory program, from the second French Bac, and from the 5th Lebanese baccalaureate program, they apply to the IB to get the diploma at the end in grades 11 and 12. The IB is an international program, and it values a lot international mindedness, global citizenship, and it is a program that involves choosing 6 subjects, 3 of which should be at the high level and 3 at the standard level. Now, the difference between the high and the standard is basically in the depth of information, and it involves also a bigger number of hours covered by the high level. Students need to sit for official exams in year 2, IB2, in order to get finally their IB diploma. The program involves also 3 very important requirements. They are the extended essay. It's an individual investigation that the student has to do. The second important requirement is the theory of knowledge. Theory of knowledge is a very interesting course which relies a lot on critical thinking. Students have to answer one important question: how do we know? What are the ways of knowing? What are the areas of knowledge? It takes the student away from the conventional thinking into critical thinking. The third important core element of the program is the CAS. CAS is creativity, activity, service. By creativity we mean music, art, being a member in the Model United Nations, for example, club, writing creatively in a creative writing club, acting on a theater stage, and so on. The second component of CAS activity is basically athletics. The third component is community service. Every student has to have a CAS portfolio and has to write reflections on all the activities that he or she has done. And portfolios usually are monitored by IB. So therefore, we have the 6 courses, we have the 3 important requirements. If one of them is not satisfied, then the student will not get his diploma. He needs to fulfill the requirements of the extended essay, of the theory of knowledge, and of CAS. What makes the IB different from other programs is its internal assessment requirements. Assessment is divided into 2 parts. We have the external assessment and the internal assessment. External assessment involves all the official exams that the students sit for at the end of the IB2 year. In addition, there are certain components that are assessed externally, like the extended essay, the TOK essay, and certain components in languages. The internal assessment, however, involves every subject in IB. The assessment in IB is criterion-based. The program also is governed by what we refer to as the approaches to teaching and approaches to learning. Approaches to teaching in the IB, mostly they are based on inquiry, they are based on conceptual understanding, they are based on differentiation. As for the approaches to learning, and this is from the part of the student, so we have 5 important concepts. We have the thinking skills, we have the communication skills, the social skills, the self-management skills, and we have the research skills. The IB program is a bit different than other programs. It is academically more challenging. The requirements of writing an extended essay, the TOK, the CAS, the internal assessment per subject area, these are additional. You don't find them in other programs. You need a certain caliber of student who is responsible, serious, a person who is self-motivated, a person who is ready to go the extra mile, who has this intrinsic learning, and to have at least the approaches to learning skills. He needs to be able to have very good self-management skills, organization skills. Another requirement, I would say, the student should have a good command of English. This is important. The IB diploma is open to all students, whether they are Lebanese or those who carry a foreign nationality. For Lebanese, though, there are certain conditions that the Ministry of Education has put. The students should be taking Arabic A as main language. So our students, they take English A, which is a main language, plus Arabic A, two main languages. And in this way, they can get a bilingual diploma because they have two strong languages. Another condition is to have the brevet. And the third condition, they should have taken the history and the civics program of grades 11 and 12. They take them on top of their IB courses. Accordingly, they can give them an equivalency for the Lebanese Baccalaureate. Now, the other students who join IB with a foreign passport, they can just choose the 6 courses. All students, now no matter what program they are coming from, whether in CPP, French BAC or a Lebanese Baccalaureate program, they have to sit for an English entrance exam. Students who have only the Lebanese nationality will have to sit for an Arabic entrance exam. Universities, they value a lot the IB program. Basically, it's a credential for acceptance at the most important universities all over the world. The program, in fact, serves all majors. Usually universities, they specify for certain majors certain high-level courses. When we do the advising for the IB courses, is preceded by several steps. So we start at the beginning giving information about the program to the students of grade 10 and to their parents. Then we conduct the open house where the students and the parents, they have the chance to ask about the different subjects and check what IB courses are required for certain majors. After the students are accepted into the program, we spend some time to discuss the possibilities of which universities the student might join. At the beginning of the IB 1 year, usually we have 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of drop and add. Because I want the students really to be convinced of the 6 courses they have chosen, because if they are convinced, then they work for them and they are not really obliged to take them. In fact, if you look at the results of IB students, especially during commencement, you find that most of them are high distinction, honorable mention students, because they are really involved in the courses they have chosen, and this is very important. All IB diploma holders usually enter local universities at the sophomore level because the IB diploma is equivalent to the Lebanese Baccalaureate. However, admission to universities abroad, in UK, IB diploma holders can apply to year 1 and they can skip the foundation year. Of course, they have to satisfy the requirements of the university because they have to have taken certain high-level courses required for the major and have attained a certain mark on the diploma. Students who apply to Canada, they can get into the sophomore year if they get good grades on the IB diploma. Students who are applying to the US, they have to apply to the freshman year. However, universities in US, they give exemption of credits for the high-level courses. Sometimes get exemption for a whole semester, so we can do 1 semester freshman and continue sophomore. Certain universities in US, they can give an exemption on good grades on the diploma, and because the student has the IB diploma for a whole freshman year. In fact, IB prepares very well for university.
The challenging course load, the extended essay, and all other skills that I gained to build up my character have enhanced my application to MIT, and it might be the reason that I got accepted.
I encourage all grade 10 students to join the IB program if they can, if they are interested, if they like the challenge, if they feel they are responsible enough, they have at least minimum self-management skills, they are passionate for learning.